Okay, guys, we're going live on Friday evening. It's June 2nd, and we are a few steps away from the weekend. But let me wait for the few more people to log on. I'm seeing that the live chat is uh, waking up and becoming live. So hi to all the guys on the live chat. Good to see you. We'll give a few minutes for the people to have a chance to log in and gain the numbers, and then we'll kick off and start moving forward and with today's agenda. And we'll talk about for a second about that new Vapor FM rail. And then I'll talk about the situation with the Wasser 10 and Dracos, and then I will tell you guys what the future holds, at least for the next month. And so there are no surprises, and the people are not, pissed or jumping off the bridge or something like this. So, all right, I guess we can start rolling out. And no worries, I'll post the links later on the AK Files forum and on the Facebook page with the video recording. So first of all, guys, I want to show you, this is in flash, that new Vapor FM rail. As you can see, you got the quick detach point. This is the MLAC compatible rail, so it takes the MLAC rails. Weight is 5.9 ounces and will cost less than $100. The rail is being right now made as we speak by TDI Arms. I finished evaluating the final product last week, and we went to production basically. But you will see the video and everything when the rail will be available for sale, and that should happen within the hopefully 2.5-3 weeks. As I said, they're already working on it and they are producing it, so it's in production. But that's how the product is looking like. A few pictures for your eyes. There you go. This is what I was talking about. This is that quick detach. You can attach the sling. It's only on the left side, because on the right side it would interact with the charging handle. There will be a possibility of catching up the sling by charging handle and something like this. So that's why it was removed from the right side. This is the right side. Look, as you can see, MLAC takes regular MLAC rails, and there are no problems. There is a rail at the bottom on the side, and you can see the holes. They are not just to keep the airflow and keeping the rail cool, but this is also for cabling. So if you have any attachments like the PEG 15s, lights, or whatever, pressure switches, you can freely move those wiring and keep it clean through the openings in the rail. So this is basically what's happening, and hopefully you will like it, and you will see that the rail is really cool. This is how the rifle looks in the other setup with the rail. You can put the short stubby grip on it, and you can see that it brings the Vapor to the totally new level in my eyes. It's really like modernized infantry weapon. And yes, it's a little bit, the rifle is a little bit heavy, but it's not that bad. It's very well balanced. As I said, the rail is only 1.1 ounce more than the regular Vapor rail included with the rifle. So the total weight is 5.9 ounces, and it's a very solid and nice product. I'm really proud how the TDI Arms did it. So now we just gotta wait. It will be available in the AK Operators Union store, of course, for you guys. And I'm using it for this final version, for more than a week. But before we had a prototype, and that was for 3 or 4 months. So it's a solid product. I'm confident this is going to be a good rail. All right, but enough with the bullshit talk. Some good news for the Wasser 10 lovers and the Draco pistols. My contacts from the AKOU factory, and the AKOU factory is the factory which actually makes those Wassers, told me that this past week Actually, this was this week. They were working on Monday, and they packaged the boxes and they shipped the boxes with the new Wasars and Dracos to United States. Now I have no idea how long it takes for those boxes to arrive, cleared by the customs, and the distribution to start hitting. But at least we know they shipped, they made a shipment, so there is, not as they just told me it was around 500 rifles. So not a large number by any stretch, but at least we know that the Wasars are coming in. The Wasar 10s are coming in, and for the starter rifle, for the beginner, if you're looking for the comb black heritage rifle, the Wasar 10 is a really really fun rifle to own. And if you cannot afford, like the Vapor FM, which is $999 still to this day, then that was around 600 with a little change, then that's a good starter rifle for a lot of people, and that's why the Wasars are so popular. And to the Cougar factory, they really step up with the quality control, and they improved their quality control input. And the recent Wasars were really decent. They had some problems with the extractors in, I think it was the 2016 batch, with the faulty extractors, but the extractor part was like $5 or something, and you could replace it and get the new extractor, and it was still perfectly fine rifle. But the Wasar 10, to this day is very popular in the United States, and I'm just glad to see that the Century is keep bringing them back into United States. So it's always nice to have those proven, beat up to death options on the AK market, regardless of what else is happening. All right, so that's the situation with the Wasar 10 and with the Draco pistols. I do not talk much about the Draco pistols. I'm not a big fan of the pistols on AK, in the AK skin, but I know that a lot of people do enjoy having those, and those are coming as well. So good news, celebrate, party hard. Okay, there's something, finally some good news about the imports. And this brings me to the last subject which I have on my short list things to talk about it. Guys, I'll be gone for the good part, basically for the whole June. And don't freak out. You will see there is a video scheduled for this Sunday. We'll have the AK-47 user guide part 3. It will be released this Sunday. It's scheduled that will go live. But other than this, my communication with the outside world will be very very limited, and basically I'll be at the will of the cell phone signal gods and things like this. So I will be unable to answer to any of your questions probably. I will be unable to answer to emails, messages, and things like this. So don't freak out. Don't get angry. All right. We'll basically, when I'll be back, just resubmit the questions and I'll get to them. ULA will be supporting the store, so the ULA will be handling all the orders and everything. If you want to purchase some, optics, combos, whatever, go ahead. She will be shipping immediately. She's dealing with that all the time. All I'm just saying is that on the video side, guys, it will be basically a desert after that video on Sunday. There's nothing else in the pipeline. So don't freak out. We do have video from the test about the rail, and if ULA will receive the rails before I will come back, she will probably release that video. If not, whatever, we'll get it to it later on. But and Paul is back in the video for the rail, so we managed to tweak the schedules and get together. But other than this, basically, I'm telling you on the Facebook or on the YouTube or on the emails or on AK files, don't get upset that I'm not replying back to your messages. It's just because I will not have the source to communicate with you guys. So it's not like because I'm suddenly become a dickhead and I don't want to talk to you. Quite the opposite. I always enjoy conversations we're having, but it is what it is. All right. So that's the friendly warning about the rest of the time in June, and basically the duty first, guys, and pleasure later. So that's how it's checking out. All right, I will try to check the few questions, and I'll be basically checking out, guys, because I have to keep packing, and I still have a lot of things to go over. But okay, someone is asking, do you know of tech sites working on ticker vapor receiver? No, I do not know. I know the tech sites. I know that they fit the regular stamped AKs, but I'm suspecting it should be fine on the Vapor. I'm suspecting that you can put them on, but check with the tech site company. They should have that feedback for you available. Will there be any more key fobs for sale in the future at the store? I'm not sure. We have to check. We'll have to check that. Okay. Oh, here someone is complaining about removing a stock from the Vapor. Guys, okay, I will say this on the videotape so you got the good idea. First thing what I'm doing is, because those Vapors FMs, when they ship with those polymer stocks, they are real bitch to take them out. So I remove the pistol grip because then I have more opening inside the receiver. And from inside the receiver, I'm using a thickest punch tool you can slide in, and I'm punching the stock in a vertical position. When like someone is holding my rifle, I'm usually holding rifle like this, and I'm punching from inside the stock down. If this will not work, because I have seen some people really manage to almost beat that stock to death, and its still stock was so stuck inside it didn't want to come out. What you can do is use the rubber mallet and basically pound the stock from sides. So do it like this, do it from the top, and keep rotating that way, and it will start wiggling out. After, like when you will start pounding with the rubber mallet, the stock will start wiggling out. Just keep rotating so it's even, or across all the surfaces, and that's how you can pull it out. There is no other way. I understand those stocks are absolutely a bitch to take them out. I don't know what the guys, the fine group, are doing, how they are putting this together. Is there's like some incredible Hulk working there and squeezing them in? But they are real bitch to take it out. But that's all you can do. That's all I'm doing. Two methods. So punching tool from inside the receiver, or using the rubber mallet and basically pounding the stock on the sides, wiggling it out and pulling out. All right, are you going to get the parts kits back in the store? I could not get a good pricing for the quality parts kits, guys. The parts kits were skyrocketing. They were going, in some cases over $400. And I said, this is insane. I could not afford to have this in a store for you guys. It wouldn't make any sense. So if I will find a deal, if I will snatch somewhere the good parts kits, because I don't want to have some junk. Like we had those Polish parts kits, they were freaking outstanding. I mean, outstanding quality 60s parts kits. But they dried out. I do not have that line of supply anymore. If I'll find something, absolutely, I'll bring it back. All right, there is a question about the high standard review. I heard about those rifles. I have never used one. I didn't even see good pictures of that AK. So what is going to happen? We'll see. How I'll be standing financially, and as always, I'm grateful for your support with the store, because money from the store allows us to keep the union alive, and that goes towards the purchasing ammo and the rifles for the reviews. So we will see how we're going to do with the budget and everything, guys. If I'll have money down the line, yes, we'll purchase the high standard AK for the review. What I'm planning, and I'll give you a hint, in July, and sit down and relax. We are going to have C39 version 2, and we are going to have probably a Vepr FM 74. So as you can see, the continuous commitment for the 74 types rifles, and we keep pushing the 74 team this year. But also you have asked, there was a lot of questions to go back to do the C39 version 2. So we're getting the newest version possible, and I want to see what Century has done, or maybe they didn't do anything, in ordering changes on that rifle, and we'll go from there. So those rifles will go through the 5,000 rounds, and then down the line we'll see how we're doing with the budget and everything, and we'll go from there. All right. WASR 5,000 rounds test, please. I have even better news for you. This was question from Mark De La Vega. Mark, the WASR 10, we're going to do a 10,000 rounds update. I have crossed 10,000 rounds on my WASR, and we're going to do the battery of tests, like going old school like we did in the past. We'll put that rifle on the paper to see how it's grouping, and I'll show you how those parts are looking like, and what you can expect from the WASR. So that is going to happen when I'll be back. So I have to finish, my training, and when I'll be back, we'll kick in and start rolling on it. All right, but that's what is going to happen about the WASR. All right, so what else? We're not going. What's the giveaway rifle or just optics combo? We just had the optics giveaway. That we give away basically a recon pack with the giveaways, guys. The situation is really shaky at this point with the rifles because of the legal status and the way how the YouTube is looking at it and things like this. So and then because of the past giveaways, I had some troubles and with some members, and at that point the giveaways of the rifles are on hold because it always takes one guy to shed for everyone else, and without going into the details, this is basically a situation. So if we'll have finally a green light and everything, we'll try to get some rifles for a giveaway, but at this point we will just hang it up there. All right. And let me check a few more questions. I got a few more minutes. Radical Firearms AR in 7.62 by 39 review. I have heard about that version of the AR. I have seen a few people using them, but they were having some issues. They were having some issues with fitting and with reliability of the parts. I do not know was just these isolated incidents, or is it a bigger issue? At this point, I'm not sure. But as I said, if you look at the schedule, we're going to have other rifles coming into the pipeline right now. So if we'll do anything for the AR in 7.62 by 39, it will have to be closer to the end of the year. All right, so don't hold your breath on it. What else we have? Yeah, the Circle 10 AK is commenting that the parts kits are getting harder and harder to come by. That's what I told you guys. And this is really insane situation because I know there was a chance to bring a really outstanding sets from Poland, but because of our laws, right, we have to cut and disassemble basically the rifle, cut the barrel, pull everything out, and then package and ship. And for that price, without all the labor, the other countries were paying more, like in Africa, and they were getting the full rifles. And it was basically the U.S. companies were getting outbid on the market, and it was better for exporters to export the whole rifle than package everything and deal with all the stupid rules before shipping out to United States. So and this is basically a market situation. This is what's happening. So and then the endless supplies are finally drying out too, and on the surplus part. So you gotta look at that situation too. So just like Circuit said, and this is the same message I'm getting. The parts kits are really getting harder and harder to find. That situation would change dramatically if we could import the parts kits from Russia, but as you know, we can't. And that's, again, reality of the situation, guys. And do you like the Vapor folding stock, tubular mold stock? No, I do not like those stocks. I have seen them. They look okay. You can work with them, and it's a stock, right? But you can get, I think so, you can get the better stock options, the better comfort, and it all goes back to you. If you feel comfortable with those tubular stocks, more power to you. I prefer to work with something that offers me more in money paid. That being said, I understand this is a very sexy option, and a lot of people like those, especially because of the side folding option. If you have a hard on it and you like the stock, absolutely go for it. You can work with it. As I said, you really can work with it. Can you get as much from it as, for example, if you will put the M4 stock adapter and have a collapsible adjustable stock with the different length of pull? No, but you can work with it. And the thing is, guys, we are all made differently. I have a long hands, someone has short hands. And if this stock works for you, absolutely go for it. I have no problem with it. If someone is using a tubular stocks or triangle stocks, which, as you know, I hate triangle stocks, but if you like them and you're using them, I have absolutely no problem with it. Can you review Psalm 7 from Arsenal? Yes, at some point, and hopefully this will happen this year. We'll have the Psalm 7 because this is really a nice looking rifle, right? The thing is, we had so much already from Arsenal this year that let's take a break, guys, because we are not. It's getting to the point that the people are getting bored with all the Arsenal storm. But that was the situation. The 107R outstanding rifle, and we had to talk about it. It's a completely different rifle from FR because it has a fixed stock and the rear trunnion. And then I decided to go with the 104 FR because it was an outstanding option for the 545 by 39 caliber rifle. Now we all know the problems with the 104 FRs right now, and they dry out basically in the past week or two. But again, it was Arsenal. We talk about the Vapor, which was, that's a fine group, and the fine group, it's all one family with the Arsenal USA. So, we'll do the Sam 7, but probably at the end of the year, closer to the end of the year, because like I wanted to honestly take a break from Arsenal. Just like with the Century, we had so much Century. I want to take a break from Century, and it's just, you need to step back, take a deep breath, and have a different perspective. All right, what else we got? Any good questions on the side? With Arsenal 104 disappearing, what left for a decent AK-74, or wait out for Arsenal to come back? Hey, Vapor 74. Vapor 74 shapes to be, if it's made like this Vapor 47, then it should be an outstanding rifle. Now, I understand the hate. I understand the hate of the Vapor because it has a heavier receiver and a thicker barrel, so it's a little bit more weight. But you can set up that rifle really nicely. Look, this is the same Vapor 47 in the very light, or lighter setup, and I bet you this one on the picture right now, it will weigh close to what you have on the Sam 7 milled receiver rifle with that stock, the stock adapter from us too, and that rail and the even 3x annihilator combo. This is a very nice quick setup. You can do a lot of damage with it, and it's outstanding rifle, and you can do this for 74 version. Now, Another option, of course, we have finished the Lee's Armory 74, which was built from the Bulgarian parts kits. And that's basically those Bulgarian parts kits were made by the Arsenal as well. So they sell those rifles as well. And you can see the 5,000 rounds test series videos. You can see what the my case was about that rifle, and you can make your decision. But that's another option for you to get that rifle and move forward with it, right? And other than this, basically on the 74 market for the brand new rifles, unfortunately, you can still snatch partially converted Saigas on the market too. So watch for those. But other than this, the 74, as always in the United States, it's a little bit like unwanted child, right? The companies which are making the rifles or building the rifles from the parts kits, or working on new like Palmetto State Armory or even Century, right? They never released the 545 by 39 version. There may be something in the works, but the always argument is, well, the 74 type isn't as popular as 47 types. Well, yeah, they are not popular because people don't have a lot of choices to buy them. Well, but we're not going to make them. Well, if you're not going to make them, how the people can buy them? And it's a never-ending story. It's a catch, 22. Also, the ammo situation. I think so. One of the biggest problems is there is commercial ammo coming out, but it's basically import from Russia and Ukraine, and you don't have that much ammo really produced in the States, with the exception of Hornady, but Hornady was still taking the casings out of Russia. So, that's what the 545 will always face a tough battle against the other calibers to survive in the United States. But it is what it is, guys. That's all I can say. It's just we'll try to keep supporting 74 as much as I can, right? But the reality of the situation is it is tough to be a 74 user in the United States. All right. Will you review any of other AK pattern shotguns? Guys, we could review the shotguns, but of course this is not going to be a 5,000 round stress test, because try to keep reloading those shotguns, and that would be insane, right? Besides, my arm would probably fall out, Paul's arm would fall out, and to run through it. So we may get to the shotguns, but let's focus on what we have for now, and then we'll go from there, right? Saiga in 308. Maybe not the Saigas because they are really hard to get, but the Vapors in 308 are really interesting animal. If you can get your paws on the 308 Vapor, recently I was talking to another guy. He was asking, was thinking about buying a Vapor in 7.62 by 54R. It's just like you see the people are coming back because they think this is the SVD. It's not the SVD, guys. It's just because it's shooting in the same caliber. We're talking about completely two different rifles. And the reality of the situation with the 7.62 by 54R in the United States is the cheap surplus rounds, they kind of slowly drying out. I see the prices keep climbing and climbing and climbing, and that's annoying. But also the quality of that ammo was far from being good. This was, remember, basically a machine gun ammo, and all that ammo had to do, you were getting a 2-3, not 2, but 3-4 MOA accuracy sometimes. There was a quality ammo being imported to the surplus sniper ammo, which was really good. But that ammo went insane on the pricing as well, and it's getting harder and harder to get. And then you had Hornady making a match grade ammo for that round, but they stopped the production, I think, early in 2016 as well, because of the weak market. So my point is, if you're looking for the Weber in the heavier caliber, in a bigger caliber, look into the 308. The 308 version, you got the all family of the 308 rounds available in the United States, and the market is huge for the 308, especially right now because the 6.5 Creedmoor is that new hot toy. So a lot of people jumped on the 6.5 Creedmoor, and there is tons of 308 ammo priced very, very reasonably, and it offers a really good performance. So you can have tons of fun with 308 Vapor, and you can kick some ass, and the ammo will be much better, and in many cases even cheaper than the 7.62 by 54R. Okay, that's my honest take on this. If you can if you're thinking about going with the larger, round, more powerful round, not larger, more powerful round, look into the Weber 308. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to punch out. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the video on Sunday. There is a video scheduled on Sunday, another user guide. And then if I will have a chance to post something or get in touch, uh, I'll post whatever I can, but please don't get upset. As I said, basically, whole June I'm gone, and don't freak out. Don't get upset that I'm not responding to messages. If you have any issues with the store or whatever, talk to Ula. She will be responding to your emails, but to best her knowledge, and she's doing really good job. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay cool. Enjoy your days without rap on the social media. Have fun, go kick some ass, and hopefully see you late at the end of the June or early in July. Thank you very much. Have a great night.